Launching a fresh 5-year stint may have seemed hard and bruising given the prolonged electioneering period, but in hindsight, that may turn out to have been the easier part, the harder one being how to steer a sharply divided country.
The challenges that Uhuru Kenyatta has now are more than the challenges he had in the first term.
The buck stops with him because he'll be the president of all of Kenya.
His triumph at the ballot has been contested by the opposition and the legitimacy of his fresh mandate questioned. The president appears keen to draw the curtain on the past.
Na jukumu letu baada ya mashindano, hata timu mbili za mpira zikishindana, warudi pamoja, washerehekea pamoja, wafanya kazi pamoja, na mimi nawaomba hata hawa ambao tulishindana na wao, hakuna haja sasa ya kusumbua mwananchi. Mwananchi ametimiza yake. Sisi tuje sasa tukae na tupange yale ambaye tunataka kutendea wa Kenya.
We should all pursue peace with all people. Those who are our friends and those who are not. Those who voted for us and those who did not. Those who love us and those who don't.
And therein lies his key challenge.
He is faced with the task of uniting this country to be one, and it's a task he cannot do alone, and that is where his legacy is actually hinged on. So he must do something as a president. So he must be a more conciliatory, a more reaching out president.
The tragedy is that these are people who even have the audacity to say they do not recognize him as a president. So you wonder, then how do you engage? And if they were to engage, they would engage him in his capacity as who? Because you have to first accept that I am in the opposition, you are in the government, let's engage, let's dialogue.
The president's pledge to form an all-inclusive government has placed him under sharp scrutiny.
There's this notion that inclusion means it is only when Raila Odinga or Musalia Mudavadi or Kalonzo Musyoka or Wetangula, it's only when they're in government that their communities will feel that they're included. Uhuru has not excluded anyone. Where is the exclusion? Just because so-and-so is not in that government? No, 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 no. It will be about inclusion of communities, not individuals.
The general expectation is that having been freed of the burden of re-election politics, President Kenyatta should be more resolute in his leadership.
If he couldn't have removed people who are perceived to have been corrupt or who are actually corrupt from his government for fear of reprisals, maybe from communities or some kind of laws in terms of political support, now he doesn't need it. Then he should be more forthright in the way he deals with those who are corrupt. In fact, the president should not spare any time. He should start immediately.
And I suspect the president is going to be very firm going forward in terms of law and order and discipline. He's also going to fight, as part of his legacy, the fight against corruption. And I can assure you, Francis, you're going to see heads rolling. Heads will roll. That you can take to the bank.
According to Murathe, who has been a key ally of the president for a long time, Kenyans should expect a different kind of leadership.
People have assumed and mistaken his niceness for weakness. Places like Singapore develop because of strong men like Lee Kuan Yew. Places like Malaysia develop because of strong men like Mahathir Mohamad. Rwanda now is doing between 7 to 10% growth because of strongman Kagame.
This is his last term. He should have the guts to be able to implement the TJRC report so that people in this country have confidence that a government is interested and willing to sort out historical injustices that have caused divisions in this country.
However, the immediate task for Kenyatta will be the formation of a new government whose outlook and architecture will most likely give Kenyans and the world a glimpse of what to expect over the coming days, months and years. Francis Gashure, Monday Special.